sneak up on me while I'm thinking. It's terribly upsetting. I told you to wait downstairs until I called for you.
I'm sorry, Dr. Frankenstein. I must talk to you. The monster is getting restless. The last time he was like this, he broke his chains and tore the door right off its hinges.
Oh, I'm doing the best I can. Oh, the burden of a reputation. Oh, grandfather, why did I ever find your laboratory notes and embark on this hideous career? Look at this face, Igor. Once I was young and happy. Now I am lined with furry wrinkles.
Your grandfather was a great man. Often my own grandfather, Igor, would describe their work together, out at night, digging up graves, cutting criminals down from scaffolding, cutting and sewing, and cutting and sewing, out every night, looking for just the right part. Yuck, I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yes, I know all the stories well. My grandfather created a monster out of men, an indestructible creature. The only problem was the monster's brain, thanks to your grandfather.
My grandfather Igor can't be blamed. He couldn't read. How was he to know that the brain he stole from the university laboratory was the brain of a dimwit?
He should have recognized a comrade.
What a wonderful night. On such a night was the creature born. The lightning is his mother. It gave him the power of 100 men. How proud our grandfathers were.
Enough reminiscing. We have plenty of problems of our own, trying to correct the mistakes of the past. The brain transfer machine is ready. We no longer have to operate to change the monster's brain. Using the fluorite crystal, the machine spins the brain into 1 billion particles, sends them through space, and reassembles them in a new cranium.
Oh, it's wonderful, Master. It's wonderful. When do we begin?
As soon as we find the right brain for the monster.
I know where there's a wonderful brain.
Oh, where?
Here.
No.
Well, it's never been used.
There are brains and then there are brains. I refuse to discuss it further.
Yes, Master.
Now, hopefully the right brain will arrive this evening. With all this lightning, we shall have added energy for the perfect transfer. I have advertised this castle as a hotel with all the travel agencies from Berlin to Los Angeles. I had expected a large supply of brains, but so far only one group has made reservations. They will be here tonight, and with everything in readiness, I must use one of these brains tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. You must not call me Dr. Frankenstein anymore. I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer. Do you understand?
Yes, Doctor. Well, Baron. I've been needing to ask you. We have no servants here. How can we run a hotel without maids and bellhops and cooks?
Oh, simple. You will do it.
Me? But I do everything already. I cook the meals. I fetch and carry. I clean the machine. I watch the monster all night. And now you want me to carry baggage and run room service. That is too much. I quit.
Oh, wait. You don't understand. If one of our guests is chosen for the honor of the brain transfer, then you will be in the perfect position to plant the crystal on him. You know I have not yet learned to focus the rays of the machine. I have placed one crystal on the creature, and this one must be placed on the body of the victim. The subject, whose brain is to be transferred. I cannot succeed without your help. Oh, do not desert me in my hour of need. I will be lost without you.
There, master. I won't leave you. How could you think such a thing of a loyal, hardworking Igor?
Oh, very well. Go get the rooms ready. Our guests should be arriving shortly. A family of American tourists. Oh, quickly! Mix another sedative. We do not want him frightening our guests. And use the good whiskey tonight. Perhaps we should be grateful he hid in the brewery the last time he escaped. He is so much easier to sedate now. Make sure those chains are secure. The energy transfer may be more violent than we had calculated. And we do not want him running around the countryside, mauling the villagers. Oh, grandfather. Grandfather, do you hear your creation moaning for relief? I, Baron Henry von Frankenstein III, shall correct your mistakes. I shall perfect your creation and end the failures of the past. I shall remove the curse of the Frankensteins.
It is ready, master.
Good. Make no delay. Get him quiet as soon as you can, and then get the rooms ready with a nice warm fire. Now, if this storm will hold until they arrive.
Henry, darling, but you look surprised to see me.
Natasha Nabrinsky.
Ah, you haven't forgotten me, darling. It is so good to see you again. The Carpathian Mountains are so lonely and quiet like a mausoleum. Don't be silly, darling. Put that cross away. I've been taking treatment at the Van Helsing Head Clinic in Budapest. I drink nothing but cranberry juice. But I must admit, I've not given up my desire for adventure, excitement, romance. But what is this? Make reservations for 5. Julius T. Budnocker and family. Stop. Arriving October 3rd. Stop. See the Borough Travel Agency, Manhattan, New York. But darling, what does this mean? Who is Julius T. Budnocker and family?
I have gone out of the monster business. I have decided to turn this castle into a vacation paradise.
Wonderful. All this place needs is some new blood.
Blood?
It's all an expression, darling.
What are you doing here anyway? I thought I told you the last time I saw you that I wanted nothing more to do with you or your husband. Oh, by the way, where is the Count?
I am leaving him again. I am tired of him flying night after some new young thing. He has made a fool out of me for the last time.
Oh, maybe if you settle down, he would too. You're leaving him. It's ridiculous. You two were made for each other. You always go back to him, so why leave him in the first place?
It is not ridiculous. I am tired of sitting at home, waiting for him to drop me a morsel of attention. I'm not going to be the bat in his belfry any longer. My trunk will be arriving shortly. It's a new one I got in Egypt last summer. It's simply beautiful.
But my guests.
Henry, darling, I don't like to be pushy, but I don't like being refused anything. You escaped me once and I forgave you. But I assure you, if you do not give me a room, I shall fly around and frighten all of your guests out of your hotel. And there will only be me and you left.
That's blackmail.
Of course. Do you still have that bumbling idiot with you?
Yes, and he has good reason to remember you, too.
It was really harmless, Henry. I was only trying to make Vlad jealous. You escaped me with your trickery and Igor was available.
But Igor? How could Vlad suspect Igor?
I was desperate. I would take what I could get. Vlad is so jealous he believes whatever he thinks he sees. But I assure you, if you do not give me a room, you and Igor will suffer more than any man have ever suffered.
Oh, all right. But don't mingle with the guests.
I promise. Not think about it.
Master! Master!
Hello, my little pet. My, how you haven't changed.
What is she doing here?
Oh, she just flew in for a little visit. There's nothing to worry about.
Because of you, I was beaten. The dogs were set on me. I was chased over half of Transylvania. I swore revenge.
That you beast! Hey, right home! Keep him in control! I will not restrain myself next time. Now, beast, show me to my room, and when my trunk arrives, bring it up!
Oh, welcome to Hotel Frankenmeyer. I hope your visit will be enjoyable. May I introduce myself? I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer, your host.
Joyous T. Woodknocker here. This is Mrs. Woodknocker. All the little Woodknockers. My card. Swell joint you got here. Who's your decorator? Attila the Hun? Say, what do we eat? I want 2 fried eggs, 2 poached eggs, 2 scrambled eggs, and 2 boiled eggs. And some roast beef. Rare, medium, well done, and overdone. Have you got any stewed prunes?
Stewed prunes? I suppose so.
Well, give them some black coffee. That ought to sober them up. Now look, let's get one thing straight. I have a bad case of insomnia and I lie awake nights waiting to go to sleep. And I must have quiet. Quiet!
Vlad was really shaken up in Paris. He got caught in the elevator in the Eiffel Tower. Get it right up and down 3 times before they let him out.
Worst case of seasickness I've ever had since Seabiscuit lost the 5th race at Hialeah.
Oh, that's very amusing, Mr. Woodknocker.
Oh, not half as amusing as he thought it was.
My better half here. She has all the modesty, poise, and ill humor in the family.
Don't push me too far, Julius. This is no place to be discussing family history. Remember your nerves.
She doesn't think I'm very funny. Hey, Junior, how much would you charge to run into an open manhole?
Just the cover charge.
Well, drop in sometime.
Sure.
Guess we cleaned that up pretty good.
I don't get it.
Well, I don't either. Don't let it happen again.
Julius, please, can't we have one night out or one vacation without you going to these empties? I swear you do this just to embarrass me. Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Oh, you can call me Henry.
Henry.
Let's not get too familiar here.
Henry, my husband has been in vaudeville since he was young. Very young. Over the years, he has forgotten what is reality and what is play acting.
To me, reality is a play. Or play is reality. Or vice versa. There's a wisecrack in there somewhere, but I doubt it. Oh well. All for one and one for all, and you for me, and 3 for 5 and 6 for 4.
I must say, you look very familiar to me.
I do, huh?
No, my husband is not who you think he is.
That's a lie. I know who I am. I'm an imposter, an impersonator.
He is a continual source of embarrassment to his family. But that doesn't stop him. Nothing stops him. He insults everyone. Now he is complaining about his nerves and having insomnia. So the doctor sent him on this vacation. Actually, he has been driving me to a nervous breakdown for the last 20 years.
Short drive.
May I apologize now for anything that may happen later?
Hello, room service. Ice water in 318. How to get there? Oh, you want some? Well, that's different. No, we don't have any ice water. This is Coconut Beach, Florida. No snow, no ice. I'll tell you what you do. Cut up some onions. That'll make your ice water.
That's very good, Mr. Woodknocker. Now, there seems to be only 4 of you.
Hey, that's real brilliant. I'll bet with a little practice you could learn to count to 10.
Julius, please, that's comedy. What he means.
What I mean, sir, is that the travel agency fired there would be 5 of you.
That'll be Mrs. McGonagall, our traveling companion. She's out in the car and refuses to get out. She says this place reminds her of a monster picture. Can't imagine why. Miss McGonagall. When you see her, you may think she looks like an idiot. And when she speaks, you may think she sounds like an idiot. But don't let it fool you. She's an idiot. Ruth, go out in the car and see if Miss McGonagall... herself in the rearview mirror.
I can't get away.
Probably got a good look at her.
I can't get away.
I rest my case. This is Mrs. McGonagall, our traveling companion. Any resemblance between her and a living human being is purely coincidental.
Julia's not wanting you. Now, Mrs. McGonagall, calm yourself here. Whatever it was didn't harm you. I think you are just overly excited from that long trip up the mountainside and this hotel. All you need is just a little rest.
Oh, I'll not stay the night in this place. I'd be too frightened to close my eyes. Who knows what might be lurking in the corners or up at the bed?
I could say something, but I won't.
I'm sure you'll feel differently once you've refreshed yourself.
Why, of course. Now, Mr. Frankenheimer.
That's Frankenmeyer.
Yeah, Mr. Frankenheimer, how much are the rooms?
How much? I hadn't thought of that. Would $20 be too much?
$20? That's ridiculous. I wouldn't pay $20 to stay in this rat hole. Come on, Ruth, get your bags. We're leaving.
Now you're talking.
Julius, it's too late to find another place to stay. Besides, we have reservations here. If you want to look for another place in the morning, that's fine, but I'm not budgeting tonight.
No, you can't go. These roads are dangerous at night, especially with a storm coming in. We can reach a settlement tomorrow, which I'm sure will be agreeable to all of us.
Oh, this is not the first time he's done this. Most people expect to spend money when they go on vacation, but not him. Why, in Paris, he stormed out of our hotel and we were forced to carry our bags around for 5 hours looking for a cheaper place to stay. Why, Mr. Frankenmeyer, we ended up back at the first one after all.
Well, it was the principle of the thing.
Well, I am principled out. I am tired. Miriam is tired, and Junior seems to have run off somewhere. If you want to sit on your bags in the lobby, that's your affair, but I'm not leaving tonight.
Very well, my dear, we'll stay. But I must have quiet.
Thank you, Junior. Now, where is Junior?
Junior.
Junior.
Come here, you
Here I
little
am,
squirt.
Mom. Hey, Pop, this was swell to be a peach place for a murder.
All right.
Oh, I'll have you shown to your rooms. Then I'll prepare something for you to eat and have it brought up to your rooms. I'm sure you must be famished after that long journey.
Where's the bags?
Oh, that's the face.
You come out of there, Mrs. McGonagall will break every bone in your body.
Stop! This harmless creature is the bellboy. Come out, Igor. Come on, boy. Good boy. Good boy. He is as harmless as a puppy dog. Now, Igor, get the baggage and show our guests to their rooms.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, mice.
Mice.
It sounded rather large for mice.
Oh, well, the sound echoes through the lower halls, but there's nothing to be frightened about. They always stay below in the dungeon.
Done. Oh, boy, can I see him, Pop?
Sure.
Oh, absolutely not.
They're all locked and sealed shut. No one has been in them for years.
Say, mister, does this place have any secret passages going from room to room?
I don't think so.
That's enough. You can explore later.
Gotcha, Pop.
Igor will show you to your rooms.
You be careful with my bag there. It has all my costumes in it. If you lost that, I'd have to play Lady Godiva. And I haven't got the equipment.
Walk this way.
He said it, Ruth. I didn't.
Not a suitable brain among them all. But I suppose I must make do. There is no time to get another. With all this lightning, the energy in the machine will be ready at 11 o'clock. I will give the crystal to Igor, and then he will place it on... which one? The boy not old enough.
Mrs. McGonagall.
Never. Not Mrs. Woodknocker or the girl. There is only one choice, unfortunately. Mr. Woodknocker. As soon as the crystal is planted, we will sedate him, and then at 11 o'clock, my monster will have a new brain. Woo! The thrill of it! Oh, answer the door. Whoever it is, get rid of them, and keep an eye on our guests. We don't want to lose any of them. I must recheck the instruments.
Get rid of them, he says. Should have them carry us in. Someday I'll get my revenge. Somebody wants something, I won't get it. Better yet, if I could get my brain to the body of the monster, I'd be the most powerful man alive, yes! Dr. Frankenstein gives me that crystal, I'll keep it for myself. My wonder brain and the monster's wonderful body.
What are you doing, Mr. Igor?
Fetch and carry, that's what I'm doing.
Hey, that looks like a mummy case. Who does it belong to?
Guest.
I wonder if there's anything in it. Can I see?
Don't touch it, I'll get in trouble.
Darn, nothing but a little dirt. Well, this place has possibilities. Now, if I were to see the passage, where would I be? No. No. Aha, the fireplace. There's always something at the fireplace. Not here. Nope. There you are, you little devil. I knew this place had to have a secret passage somewhere. I bet that leads to every room in the whole castle.
But I must see the doctor. It's very important. It's a matter of life and death.
Doctor's in the middle of a very important experiment. He can't be
Well,
disturbed.
he must be. I can't go on like this. I won't leave until I see him. Tomorrow is the full moon.
The full moon?
Yes, the full moon.
You mean the full moon?
Yes, I'm getting very tired of repeating myself. I'm Sir Lawrence Talbot III. No, I see you've heard of me. I'm not a bad one. I'm a human being with thoughts and feelings and wants and desires and needs. But when the full moon rises, I turn into a hairy beast with jagged teeth and a thirst for blood. Now go get the doctor.
Full moon. Full moon.
Mr. Frankenmeyer? Oh, you're not Mr. Frankenmeyer.
No, that's quite all right, Miss...
Mary Woodknocker. You must be a guest here, too.
Guest? Oh, yes, I suppose I am a guest.
Oh, I hope this doesn't sound too forward, but do you by any chance play tennis?
Tennis?
Well, yes. You see, I came down to ask Mr. Frankenmeyer where the tennis courts are, so that I could practice in the morning. But if you play, well, we could play doubles with my father and brother. They are quite good, though. They won the tennis doubles at the Oaks Mills Country Club last summer. Daddy hates clubs, especially country clubs. But he says that since he paid all that money to join, well, he's got to get his money's worth somehow. And since he's so wretched at golf, tennis seemed the only alternative. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dominate the conversation.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. Your conversation was very delightful.
Well, thank you. Well, you see, it's just that I've had no one to talk to but my family since we came on this vacation. And since I don't speak French or German...
Oh, I speak English. Like a native. It's because I grew up in England.
Oh, England! I love England. Its history and all. Well, I'd like to go there someday. We didn't go there this time because Daddy was there with his play company shortly after he and Mother were married.
Oh, your father's an actor.
Oh, yes, he's a comedian. Well, he's ordinary, not too different from most fathers at home. But then when we get in public, he turns into the most outrageous characters. Sort of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do you know what I mean?
I think I know very well what you mean. Oh, threaten with its wretched torment end.
What's the matter? It's only a storm.
Yes, I suppose it is. Only a storm.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, Mother was with Father's play company until he made her retire, and I think she resented it a little and still does. And Daddy's been sick lately, nerves and insomnia. Well, so his doctor sent us on this vacation. It hasn't helped much, though. Why, Daddy gets seasick at the mention of a ship. And the ship we were on said so high in the water that you rolled from side to side, standing still at the dock.
That's very amusing.
Well, Daddy didn't think so.
You know, I don't think I've laughed for many years until this very moment.
Mr. Talbot, I believe.
Oh, yes. And who might you be?
Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer. I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Frankenmeyer. I must speak with you immediately.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt. Mr. Talbot, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Mr. Frankenmeyer, where are the tennis courts?
Oh, tennis courts? Oh, well, I will have Igor string some netting up tomorrow morning in the garden.
Oh, that would be super. Mr. Talbot, I hope I get a chance to speak with you again.
No. Please call me Larry, and I would like to see you again. You make me forget about my troubles.
Where am I going to find a net? Oh, don't argue. Just do it.
Bye.
Oh, but first, get something for the Melvin.
Melvin?
Melvin.
Melvin.
Playing with monsters again, Dr. Frankenstein?
Oh, don't call me doctor, and it's none of your business what I'm doing. What do you want?
Oh, I would like a stiff drink right now. That's what I would like.
Oh, Igor, a drink for Mr. Talbot, and I'll have one too. I have a feeling this is going to be a long night. Now tell me, Mr. Talbot, what do you want?
You obviously know who I am, and I cannot go through another moon like the last one. You do not know what it's like, living month after month, year after year, knowing fully well that when the moon rises, no matter where you are and what you are doing, you will change. But you will be hunted like a wild beast, and your body will be racked with agony. Doctor, you must do something. That girl, I don't dare be friendly to her, or like her, or anyone else for that matter, for fear that I might find the mark of my next victim in her hand. Doctor, you must do something. You must cure me. I can't go on like that.
That would be impossible. It would take months, perhaps years of study.
Then kill me. You would do the same to a mad dog.
Calm down, calm down. Perhaps there is a way. It would take some time and some trial and error. But there are possibilities. I will strike a bargain with you. If you will help me with my experiment, then I will help you.
Anything to get over this wretched curse.
Once you begin, there will be no turning back. Agreed?
Yes.
Then let us drink to our partnership, to success.
Freedom.
Listen carefully. This is a forite crystal. It is very rare. It is the key to your future happiness. But you must make no mistakes.
Oh, I won't. What must I do, Doctor?
I was going to give this crystal to Igor, but a man who is desperate will make certain that nothing goes wrong. This crystal focuses the rays of my brain transfer machine.
Your what?
I don't have time for details. You must have this crystal placed on the body of Mr. Woodknocker.
Mr. Woodknocker, isn't that the girl's
The
father?
girl's father, yes, yes. He is a little strange. Actually, he is a lot strange. But he is intelligent. And if my experiment works, I can retrain him as I want him. The energy from the machine is focused through the crystal. The brain is changed into 1 billion particles and sent through space. It takes several hours to build up the energy necessary to make the transfer. It is very dangerous until the energy is released. It will be ready tonight at 11 o'clock. You must have this crystal placed on the body of Mr. Woodknocker before then. If you are still in possession of the crystal, then your brain will be in the brain of the monster, and the monster's brain will be in you. You have just 1 hour. Do not fail.
I don't think that it's very nice to still... Doctor, I'm feeling very strange. Oh, it can't be. Oh, tomorrow's the full moon.
Talbot. Oh, the sedative! Igor, you idiot!
You called?
Mr. Woodknocker.
Mr. Frankfurter. It's good to see you again. I have no one to blame but myself. Lovely weather I have it. Bit chilly, but it does keep the ice from melting.
Doctor,
Doctor? I'm a doctor. Where's the horse? Ah, just as I thought. You're smoking too much again.
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, it's Talbot. He's fainted.
Don't tell me. I'll find out for myself. I can't help this man. He's faded. What he needs is a long ocean voyage. In the meantime, I'll be in the garden. Should he recover, don't blame me.
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, it may start raining and you get fat in the garden. Getting fat would not be good for your health.
So I get fat. Then the sun will come out and I get sunstroke. You know, I'm an incurable insomniac. And the only cure for insomnia is water. And lots of gin to go with it. You know, I used to worry about it, and that didn't help me. So I worried about other things like, did you know that property values have increased 1,000% since 1935 in Florida?
No.
Well, take its climate, its fruits, its alligator pear. Say, do you know how to make an alligator pear?
I don't have the faintest idea.
That's because you've never been an alligator, and don't let it happen again. Insomnia is terrible.
Man is crazy. Perhaps I've made a mistake. What am I going to do with Talbot? I can't just leave him lying there. That's it. I'll put him in here until I can get Igor to remove him to the dungeons. Now to get Igor.
Secret passages are mighty handy for finding out things. So, this is the wolf man. And here is the crystal. I better go find Pop. He'll never believe it's a real wolf man. Mr. Talbot! Oh,
have any other hotel guests? Come to think of it, I haven't seen any other guests.
Oh, I met one.
Oh, you did?
A young man, very interesting.
Oh, and where did you meet him?
Well, when I came down to ask Mr. Frankenstein where the tennis courts were.
Oh, isn't that nice? Did you happen to ask Mr. Frankenmeyer where the bathrooms are?
Oh, I didn't ask him, Mother.
No, there's only a bowl with a pitcher of water in my room.
Well, I didn't ask him. He didn't say.
Well, I have checked the halls upstairs. Now I shall check the ones down here. Don't be downtrodden. The other halls are dark and it's getting late. The accommodations in these old European hotels are terrible.
Mother, can I ask you something before you go?
Yes, dear, what is it?
Well, did you love Father when you married him?
Why, of course I did, Miriam. I still do, very much. Did you think I don't?
Well, I don't know. The way you scold him and the way he aggravates you, you're always arguing.
We argue so much we don't even realize we're doing it. I don't even remember how it got started. It must appear that we are the best of enemies. But your father has given me some wonderful years. I remember I was dating his brother, and he introduced me to Julius. Oh, Julius hired me as a dance partner. His brother never forgave me for marrying Julius.
Was it love at first sight, Mother?
Well, it certainly was a whirlwind romance. And I suppose the young girl can meet a man for the first time and think that he is Mr. Right. But I think she should know a little more about him than I knew about your father. There are less shocks that way.
Can I ask you for a favor, Mother?
Well, what is it?
Will you try and overlook a little of what Father does? He might not try to aggravate you so much that way.
Well, Miriam, I will think about it. It's really hard to change overnight. Now don't sit down here long, dear. I will worry about you.
Oh, I won't stay down too long, Mother. That's what we'll do. Skip tennis in the morning, take a walk in the woods, have dinner with my family in the evening, and then dance on the terrace in the moonlight.
Fetch and carry, fetch and carry. Move this body from here
Hello?
to
You haven't seen Mr. Talbot, have you?
no.
Well, if you should see him, will you tell him that Miss Woodknocker's looking forward to playing tennis in the morning?
Nobody asked me to play tennis. I don't have any fun. But when my brain is in the body of the monster, I'll be the most powerful man alive, and I can make life miserable for everyone. Now where's that crystal?
Ah, my dear Countess, you don't know how good it is to find another insomniac, wandering the darkened halls of night, searching for that endless sleep that never comes, until you're ready to get up.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. As soon as the sun goes down, my eyes are wide open.
I love how you say, darling, darling, darling.
Oh, darling,
Yes?
my trunk has arrived.
Ah, I once knew an elephant with a trunk like that, but it was too small for him. He sold it for $40. In fact, I think that's the trunk.
Isn't it beautiful, darling? I got it in Egypt.
Ah, Egypt you too, huh?
Oh.
Reminds me of a girl I once knew. She was fair, fat, and 40, and her bank account wasn't too shabby either. She reminded me of the Prince of Wales. Not the current Prince of Wales, but the old Prince of Wales. When I say Wales, I mean Wales. Believe me, I know well when I see one.
Darling, you are so full of envy.
Ah, can you see it from there? I always get like this when I eat radishes.
Would you like a drink?
I never touch the stuff.
I have a terrible craving for a glass of milk.
I'll bet you do.
Papa, I've been looking all over for you.
Well, go look out in the garden. If I'm not under a cabbage leaf, I'll be up in my bed asleep.
Pop, there's the stairs that I know about. Mr. Frankmark's really Dr. Frankenstein, and he's planning on stealing your brain.
Steal my brain? Are you mad, son? Why would he want to steal my brain? He can have it for $32.50. That includes the tax. Let me smell your breath. Oh, just like I thought, kid. You got to lay off the lemonade.
But it's true, Pop. Look at a money cake.
Very well, my good man, if it'll make you happy. Mice. You didn't say this was a music box. Play Home Home on the Range.
Oh, it's
Natasha, I told you.
Don't glare at me, Henry. Darling, I have been here talking to Mr. Woodknocker. If it wasn't me, you know who it was. What happened?
A huge babat flew into my room.
Oh, I was Mother. Where's Mother?
She was arguing with the wall the last time I saw her.
No, she went to look for the bathroom.
Oh, where did she go?
Well, she went down those halls.
Oh, these halls can be dangerous if you don't know where you're going. I'll call Igor to look for her.
I'm not budging from this spot.
What are you doing there?
Setting a mousetrap.
Oh, quickly,
Well,
Igor.
Bob, that story you've been looking there is waiting there to jump out at me and don't tell me you weren't.
Quickly, we must find Mrs. Woodknocker before...
That's Ruth. What's that?
Oh, mice!
That makes sense. Ruth can't stand mice.
Quickly, Igor.
Well, I'll go with you.
Oh, no, you must not follow. These holes are dangerous in the dark. Please, stay here.
Very well. Come on, Junior, let's play gin.
Oh, this is the worst thing you've ever done to us.
You ain't seen nothing.
I'm coming, Mrs. Woodknocker. Maybe I'll just wait here.
Pop, we've got to do something. He's still in the mummy case.
Who's in the mummy case?
The Wolfman, of course. I'd look in there myself, but I haven't got any wolf bane. Mrs. McGonagall, you do it.
Oh, there's no such a thing, Mr. Woodknocker. If there's anything in there, I don't want to see it.
Blind. So my intuition was right.
My darling, I could not live without you. I had to come.
A pretty story, but I don't believe it.
Well, we will discuss it later. But for now, introduce me, my dear.
If you insist. This is Mr. Woodknocker and his son and daughter.
And this must be Mrs. Woodknocker.
Not in your wildest nightmare.
This is my husband, the Count.
Ah, the Count of Monte Cristo, I presume.
Why, no. I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. My castle's in the Carpathian Mountains near the border of Bavaria.
Never heard of it.
I'm sorry for that.
I'm not. You ever heard of Cucamonga?
Oh, it's him, those beady eyes. I know them anywhere.
Allow me to introduce myself to this vision of love.
Are you blind?
I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. Do you mind any of the beautiful women of my country?
I've heard it all.
Oh, for a moment, you reminded me of what is quite ridiculous.
Fetch and carry. Fetch and carry. Move this body from here to there.
She's fainted.
Yeah, it seems to be contagious around here lately.
Henry, darling, look who has just arrived.
Ah,
You're not pleased to see me, Henry. After all, you should remember, wherever my beloved little Natasha is, I'm not far away.
Ruth.
Oh, Jimmy! That was terrible!
She hasn't been this affectionate since she was this affectionate.
Tell you, it was huge. It came out of the dark, growling and shuffling with its eyes aflame and its arms stretched out like this.
Oh. Oh, don't worry, my darling. I'm sure it was just Mrs. McGonagall sleepwalking again.
Mr. Woodknocker, I've been here all the time.
Junior, Marion, take your mother up to her room.
But, Pop,
We'll talk about the man in the box later.
the man in the box?
she knows, Pop.
Where is the crystal?
I couldn't find it.
Mrs. McGonagall, you hop along.
Oh, no.
All right, Mr. Frankenmeyer, what's going on here?
Why, nothing.
Nothing. Do I look like an idiot? Don't answer that. I may look like an idiot, but I'm no dope. You advertise this place as a restful retreat, and everybody's going around here screaming. I'm a sick man. I have insomnia. I lie awake nights waiting to go to sleep. I take pills. I take red pills, green pills, blue pills. Pills to remind me to take pills. Here, remind me.
Can't mean you take these pills.
Well, it was too small for a basketball, and I didn't know what else to do with it. Now remember, I have insomnia, and I need quiet.
Why does this happen to me?
Is that man a lunatic or one of your new creations, Henry?
He is a man. Igor, get me a drink.
I've heard of America. We should go to America. A fresh new country, fresh faces, new blood.
That beautiful woman.
My jealous darling Natasha.
Of what should I be jealous? A silly woman who screams at bats?
You know I love you, the moon of my night. Without you, I'm an empty shell doomed to fly tonight. A lovelorn monster.
Monster! Oh, I completely forgot! The monster!
He's probably roaming the countryside, wreaking havoc and destruction.
Oh, quickly, Igor, get the shackles! We must find him. It's nearly 11 o'clock. We must have him back before then. Please, my friends, I need your help. Fly over the forest and see if you can see him. Igor and I will search the village and the brewery.
No, I will search the brewery. Done.
Look out for the trail left.
Oh.
All I wanted was a brain! Beg your pardon.
I had the most tasteless lunch. Have you had anything to eat?
I'm not hungry, Mom.
Well, then go upstairs and get changed for dinner. You look like you have been in a coal bin.
Can I ask you a question about last night?
Oh, I'm sure your father was right. It was just my imagination. What with the wind blowing my candle out and that flash of lightning.
Was it about this tall?
Yes, it was.
And about this wide?
Yes, it was.
And did it have a greenish face with two silver things sticking out of its teeth?
Oh, Junior, you don't.
No, I'm sure it was just your imagination. Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Woodknocker, Jr. You haven't seen the Count, have you?
I have seen no one.
Oh, I couldn't sleep last night with all that honey?
You mean a gigolo?
Yeah, that's what I said. I got him.
I know what that is. The question is, how do you know?
Well, I think he's charming.
Why, Mr. Frankenmeyer, what has happened?
Oh, I had a little problem with the boiler. Please excuse my appearance and my neglect of you. Have you seen Mr. Talbot?
Why, he and my daughter have been out since early this morning. I hope you're back soon. It looks like it might storm.
Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer, have you seen the Count? He's still a guest here, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he's still a guest here. He sleeps a lot during the day. He's a night person.
Sounds like hot.
Oh, it is going to storm. Look how dark it's getting. I must have Julius look after Miriam. Something must have happened or they would have been back by now.
Oh, I'm sure she's all right. And I'm going to stroll in the garden. How long have you lived here, Mr. Frankenmeyer?
Oh, I inherited this castle from my grandfather. Don't you have some place you need to be?
No.
What are you doing there?
I'm a junior detective. I'm acting. Great in that chapter. As we collect clues and evidence, we write them down. Saves time later when putting things together.
Oh, evidence?
Yeah, you know, evidence for solving mysteries, murders, robberies. What's that strange knocking?
Oh, knocking? I don't hear any knocking.
Are you all right, Mr. Frankenmeyer? You seem awfully nervous this evening.
Why, not at all.
Well, I am on weather coming. I'd better go. Henry! What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you're going to be. You have me all the night searching for that creature of yours. I come home to my room exhausted. The sun is already beginning to rise, and when I get there, my box is not there. I search frantically for it, and that nincompoop Igor has left it down here. I barely have time to get in it, and when I open it, there is a man inside. I barely have time to roll him out and get in myself before the sun comes out through the windows. I have a splitting headache and on top of it all, I broke a nail.
I'm sorry, but nothing seems to be going right. There was so much energy in the machine that it nearly blew up. It was only a miracle that it didn't. We got back with the creature just in time. I have been working all day trying to get it repaired and ready for tonight. Talbot is gone with the crystal.
The crystal?
Yes, it's a critical part of the machine I was telling you about. I wish I had a recording of this so I wouldn't have to repeat it to everyone who walks in the room. Anyway, Talbot has gone with the crystal. Igor is acting strange. I can't trust anyone anymore. Natasha, darling, if you will help me with my experiment, I will do anything to make it up to you.
Well, darling, when you put it that way, how can I refuse you? What do you want me to do?
We must get the crystal planted on Mr. Woodknocker. The machine is building energy again. This time I have set the automatic control so that at 11 o'clock it will automatically switch brains. I will get the crystal, give it to you, and then you snuggle up to Mr. Woodknocker and slip it in his pocket.
And the daddy says to the lady, Madam, I'm sorry about my son's toast landing in your plate. If it should happen again, I shall see you throw the jam with it.
Oh, good evening, Miss Woodknocker, Mr. Talbot.
Mr. Frankenmeyer, Countess. Oh, Larry, have you had a chance to meet the Countess?
No, I haven't.
Lawrence Talbot, the Countess Novinsky.
Charles, I'm sure, Mr. Talbot. I have heard of you, but never did I think we would meet. Though I must say, you look strangely familiar, as if we have already met.
Oh, well, I've heard of you, Countess, and of your illustrious husband.
Oh, young people are so happy together. I remember how it was to be young. Then, Henry, I will be back before you are ready to proceed. I must take some exercise. The children of the night, what beautiful music they make.
Talbot, I must speak with you.
Yes, yes. Miriam, I had the most wonderful day, one I shall never forget. Please remember to wear the the herb necklace that I gave you.
But Larry, it has such an odor.
Yes. That is because it's a very special herb for warding off evil.
you Europeans are so attractively superstitious.
You will wear it.
Of course.
And I will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
No, you're having dinner with my family this evening, and then we're going to dance on the terrace in the moonlight.
Moonlight?
Oh, you men are all alike. Mention the word dancing and you fall apart. Now, I'm going upstairs to change for dinner, and I'll see you later.
Oh, did you hear that? She wants me to have dinner with her tonight.
Oh, don't worry about that. You got plenty of time before the moon rises. Now, where is the crystal?
I don't have it.
What do you mean?
I mean, I woke up this morning and I was on the floor and I didn't have enough time to look for it until Miriam and her mother came.
You find that crystal and I'll see you doomed.
Don't you dare threaten me. I'm in control of myself now, but in a few more hours.
Oh, you find that crystal and I'll see you don't have to worry about that. I have a sleeping potion that'll put you out cold for the night. And to make sure, I'll lock you in the dungeon below until we find a cure. But only if you find that crystal. Now get busy. Time is running out.
Oh, Count, your stories are so thrilling. Please tell me more.
I will before this gracious evening is over. Oh, Henry said we had other guests. Introduce us, Henry.
Oh, this is Mr. Talbot, the Count Alucard, and this is Mrs. McGonagall.
I've heard much about you, Mr. Talbot, but never...
Never did you think we would meet.
Yes, how did you know that?
I read the script.
I was just telling Mrs. McGonagall about my castle in Transylvania. We should all come and go there one day. We'd all have so much fun. The wonderful, rugged countryside. It's so exhilarating to go hunting. The wolves and their fiery eyes glowing in the night. I love to fly to the cloudless nights, all the twinkling lights of the villages, nestled in the crags and valleys of the mountains.
Oh, you have an airplane? How thrilling. I've always wanted to learn how to fly.
Perhaps I will teach you one day. But for now, come, Mrs. McGonagall. We'll go watch the moon rise over the mountain. A most wonderful experience. It reminds me of the broken battlements of my castle.
Oh, Count, I'd love to see your broken battlements.
We might go through with this.
But we had a bargain.
Yes. Your monster is made of dead men. That's hideous enough. But I won't steal a living man's brain.
But there's the mistakes of the past. And a dead man's brain has too much deteriorated tissue. Even when we operated, we damaged the cells and the tissues. But a complete reassembly of the cells and tissues. Think of it.
Oh, I will not. I did not ask to be the way I am. This is a disease, a curse. I do not willfully do this. You are willfully committing evil.
Evil Smeevil, you think you are driven by a curse? Well, so am I. The curse of the unknown, the curse of the past, preying on the future. Failure is my curse, but I will not fail again. If your heart is so weak at the thought of the sacrifice of one man for the advancement of science,
Oh, advancement of what science? Is this going to make the world a better place to live?
I refuse to discuss it further. If you won't put the crystal on Mr. Woodknocker, I'll do it myself. Just find that crystal before the moon rises, or it'll be too late to do anything about your problem.
Master! Master! The machinery! It's overheating! The dials are spinning!
No, no, you touched something! I told you never to touch anything! Oh, why does this happen to me? I think I shall go mad! Find that crystal! Time is running out! Oh, get away, you idiot! Go help Talbot find the crystal!
It's not nice to treat people the way he treats me. He's been very mean lately. I didn't touch anything. Maybe it's time I found myself a new master. How about you?
Oh, no thanks. I have enough trouble looking after myself. This whole problem is your fault. We wouldn't have lost that crystal if it wasn't for you and your drugged drinks.
Well, I don't think I like you any more than I like him. All I know about you, I'd have a fine tale to tell a certain young lady.
Don't you dare breathe a word about me to anyone, you hear? With your last breath. Now help me find that crystal.
Well, if I do find that crystal, I won't be giving it to you.
Looking for something, Mr. Igor?
None of your business.
We'll see about that. That's the guy that left the mummy case last night. He's the wolf. He's been with Marion all day.
You don't look that wolfish to me. My son says you're the wolf that's been after my daughter.
You must be Mr. Woodknocker.
Which one's yours?
The one in the middle.
Oh, thank you. When is this boat going to stop rocking? Oh, I must go be a drinking man. Oh, wake up with a hangover anyhow. Where's the portal? I'm going to be dead. All right, buddy, let's get down to brass knuckles. What are your designs on my daughter?
Well, I like your daughter very much.
Aha, wild sheep in wolf's clothing, huh?
You better get busy. The doctor won't like it.
Another country heard from. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I carried it in your baggage.
I'm not sure I'm seeing you now. Oh, it must be something I ate. Look, buddy, I don't mean to give you a bum's rush, but put an egg in your shoe and beat it. Amscrape, get out of here to save us from your nincompoopery. Okay, Mr. Talbot, my son here is known as Snoop Woodknocker, junior detective. He thinks something funny's going on around here, which is more than I can say.
Now, Mr. Talbot, if that's your thing, what are you doing here?
I'll ask the questions. Now, Mr. Talbot, if that's your real name, what are you doing here? How do you do? Well, that's a likely story. I'll tell you what you're doing here. You're looking for something you lost last night, right?
Possibly.
Is it smaller than a bread box?
Maybe.
Would it fit in that vase in the panel?
What?
Pa,
That's where you put it, didn't you?
what'd you tell him for?
How did you know it was here?
Well, last night when you were talking to Frankenheimer, or Frankenfurter, or Frankenstein, was there a convention here last night? Last night while you were taking the snooze in the box there, Junior pinched a little bauble from you.
Oh, so you know everything.
Well, I know Junior's side of the boondoggle. What's yours?
Does it really matter?
Certainly. Every public nuisance is entitled to a defense. Just keep it short. I'm only here for a week.
Well, what can I tell you? The Snoop here hasn't already told you.
Oh, listen, I believe him. He's a good kid, but he only tells the story for us. He knows it.
I have it all down in my notebook. He says to Dr. Frankenstein, I can't go on like this anymore. You must kill me or kill me. And then the doctor
All right,
said,
all right. I'll tell my own stories. Thank you. And then I'll walk out that door, Mr. Woodknocker, and you'll never see me again. But you've got to do me a favor. You can't tell Miriam about this. I don't want her to know. Tell her that I have an illness, or a terminal illness, or a disease, but tell her that it just wouldn't work out between the two of us.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, you probably don't know me by my real name, Lawrence Talbot. But you have heard of the Wolfman. I am the Wolfman.
I told you, boss.
So you're the Wolfman, huh? I've heard of you, but never did I think we would meet. You read the script too, huh?
Yes, I didn't ask to be the Wolfman. I've lived in agony my entire life, trying to find a cure or some peace of mind. I came up here to see if the doctor could help me. Well, he said he would help me if I'd help him with an experiment.
I told you, boss.
The experiment turned out to be a plot to steal your brain. Somehow, by using this crystal in his machine, he plans to transfer your brain into the brain of the monster that his grandfather created. I'm afraid to say that I agreed to help him. But only in the beginning. I want to have nothing to do with it now.
That's an interesting tale, Mr. Talbot. And that confirms Junior's side of the story.
What are you going to do to him, Pop?
Oh, you never kick a man when he's down, son.
Here's the crystal.
I'll give it to Frankenstein.
Let's try and slip it back to you when you're not looking.
Well, let him try. I've never seen the day I can't bamboozle the likes of him. Besides, I could use a little excitement.
But your nerves, Pop.
Oh, my nerves will take care of themselves. Besides, you got to get down there and foul up that machine somehow.
We don't have much time, Pop. I had Frankenstein tell Igor that everything's ready for tonight. All they need is the crystal.
You think you can get down there and throw a wrench in the works?
I'll try, Pa.
Remember, Lady Godiva put everything she had on a horse. All we've got is you.
Don't worry, Pa. I know this place like the back of my hand.
Who else is in on this plot?
Well, no one. I don't think of anyone except for Igor and myself.
Well, what about the Countess and Alucard?
Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards. I've heard he and the Countess are very envious and flirt with each other in public and flirt with other people to make each other more envious.
Huh. I thought she was awful friendly, but I thought it was on account of my charm. You suppose she's in on this?
Well, I suppose Dr. Frankenstein might use everything if he got desperate. He and the Countess were talking when Miriam and I came in.
Well, knowing human nature like I do, I'd say Frankenstein will never try it himself. I put my money on the Countess. I think I'm going to have some real fun tonight.
Oh, Julius, darling, there you are. I have been looking all over for you. You need to dress for dinner.
I am dressed.
But you can't eat like that.
Why not?
Julius, you bought 2 new tuxedos in Paris. I wanted you to wear one of them tonight.
I bought those 2 monkey suits because they were on sale and they fit. I never said I'd wear it. You don't have to.
All I ask is that you look half decent and not like something the cat broke in. Is it too much to ask that you would want to try to please me once in a while?
Mother.
Don't embarrass me like you did on the boat.
Mother.
Julius, whatever you decide to do, dear, will be just fine with me. I will wait for you upstairs in our room. Where did Junior go?
I sent him on an errand. That's the easiest argument I ever won.
She's trying not to argue with you, Daddy.
Why? What would this world be like without a little discussion now and then?
A little, not all the time.
Well, goodbye, Talbot. I'll see you when I see you.
I never realized how much they argued until we came on this trip. When we were on the ship, we were invited to dine at the captain's table. Father refused to wear his tuxedo. Mother refused to be seen with him. What's the matter? You enjoyed all my other stories.
It's quite all right.
Oh, relax. I'm not going to bite you. You had a good day, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, and it's a beautiful evening, and we're going to have a wonderful time.
I'm leaving this evening.
Leaving? You can't leave.
Excuse me, Miss Woodknocker. I must speak with Talbot. You don't have time for talking to her. Where is the crystal?
Here it is. Take it and go to the devil.
Don't be a goody-goody around me, Talbot. Has the Countess returned?
Countess, oh, I thought you would use her.
Don't bother yourself about that. You have a little problem of your own. And from the looks of you, we'd better hurry. I'll send Igor up with a sedative. It'll have to be injected. I'll talk to you in the morning.
What was that all about?
Oh, nothing. Miriam, you have the wolf plate. I mean the necklace that I gave you.
I have it. It's right here. Larry.
No! Miriam, remember, we did have a most wonderful day together, no matter what happens.
Oh, Larry, you're acting so peculiar. Relax. Look, come over here to the window with me. Look at the mountains while the moon's rising over
The
those
moon?
peaks. Oh, it's beautiful. And it never looks this way in my I want to drive cars. You know, Larry, we ought to go out in the chair. What's the matter?
Get away! Get out of here!
Larry, come here.
Where's Talbot?
Oh, he ran off. He's acting like a wild man. What's going on here?
Oh, you wouldn't understand. He has a disease that affects him strangely.
A disease? Oh, we've got to help him.
No, he's very dangerous when he's like this.
Well, I'm going to help him if you won't.
No, you must not.
But darling, you do not have to come swooping down on us like the Red Baron.
Stay away from me, you bleeding Casanova, or I'll scratch your eyes out.
Natasha?
Don't interrupt me when I'm arguing, Henry. The first chance he gets, and he's off with some sorrowful.
Look at this poor creature, you're frightened to death.
Natasha, here is the crystal. We must get it on Mr. Woodknocker immediately.
I'm not interested in your little games anymore, Henry. Do you know dirty work?
Oh, you can't be mad at Vlad. It wasn't his fault. Mrs. McGonagall's to blame. She was flirting with him, throwing herself at him. Vlad was merely being polite.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. I am innocent bystander.
Oh, count the things you say.
Innocent, you say. Very well, Henry. I will take the crystal.
Thank you, darling. And remember, I'll do anything to make it up to you.
Leave it to me.
Yes, of course. Well, one last check of the instruments. We can't be too careful.
What's going on between you two, darling?
Nothing, my sweet. Henry is doing some sort of experiment and has given me this little crystal to hold for safekeeping.
He's quite anxious, doesn't he? Must be important.
I haven't the faintest idea what it is for. But he did say it was important. Here, my darling, I will let you take care of it. You know how I lose things.
Looks like a dime.
Yes, it does. Keep it close to your heart and don't lose it.
I'll keep it close to my heart, just like I keep you close to my heart. Oh, Natasha, you must forgive me for my bad past.
After tonight, there will be nothing to forgive. My sweet Vlad, Dracula.
Oh, Natasha, you're so wonderful.
When you get through with her feet, you can start with mine. Ah, Natasha, leave this stuffed shirt. Fly away with me. I love you.
Mr. Woodknocker, I hardly know what to say.
I wouldn't know what to say either if I were you. Perhaps you could suggest something. As a matter of fact, you do suggest something. To me, you suggest a baboon.
A what?
Oh, I'm sorry I said that. That wasn't fair to the rest of the baboons.
You're making me very angry, Mr. Woodknocker. And a man of few words.
Well, I'm a man of one word. Scram.
Come, Natasha, we will go where we can be alone.
Don't look now, but there's one too many men in this room, and I think it's you. Ah, Natasha, it's the same old story. Boy meets girl. Romeo and Juliet. Minneapolis and St. Paul. Don't point that nose at me, it might go off. En garde. Touché. Olé. Arrivederci. Hasta bananas. Pretty good, huh?
Oh, that.
Took lessons from United Fencing. Lessons now. No payments till May. You know, I can sit in your lap all night as long as you don't stand up. Your eyes, how they shine, like the pants in my blue serge suit.
What?
Well, that's no reflection on you, love. It's a reflection on my pants. I can see it now. We'll go away together. We'll go to my bungalow. You on the inside, me on the outside trying to get in. Or you on the outside, me on the inside trying to get out. And you upstairs, me downstairs. Oh, forget it. Anyhow, if you haven't heard from me by Friday, the whole deal's off. So will you marry me?
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, that would be bigamy.
That'd be big of me, too.
Well, I've never heard of such a thing. I'm going to tell Mrs. Woodknocker everything I heard. I knew you were a cad all along.
What a strange boy.
Very strange.
What are you going to do now?
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you were here.
Where did he come from?
From the fireplace, of course. Come on, my darling. Let's go out in the garden. I can see it now. You and the moon. You wear a necktie, so I know which one you are.
Oh.
How's it going, Junior?
Pop, I'm Frankenstein. Tell Eagle that he gave the crystal to Camus.
Well, she hasn't slipped it to me yet. Lord knows I gave her plenty of opportunity. What about that machine?
I can't get close to it. Frankenstein keeps spelling dots and odds.
You get back down there and wait your chance. I'll get Frankenstein up here somehow.
Why, Mrs. McGonagall, I don't believe a word of it. My husband may be aggravated, but he is not unfaithful.
Oh, but I heard him and I saw him.
Oh, you said yourself you were coming out of a faint. You must have misunderstood.
Well, if you don't want to take my word for it, I shall leave. In fact, I'm going to pack my bags. I've been frightened by bats and chased by heaven knows what, and for all intents and purposes, I've been called a liar. I'm going to visit
be, and now it would seem that I'm to be deserted by everyone.
Oh, no.
Excuse me. I did not know the room was occupied.
Oh, it's all right. The room isn't crowded.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. You remind me of the beautiful women of my country.
Oh. Oh, well, how do you do? I am enchanted to meet you.
It is I who enchant. You have such a lovely neck, like a swan.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed, you shine like the moon of my night, rising over the rugged mountains of my beautiful country.
Oh, I do not believe you should be talking to me like this. I hardly know you. We have only just met.
Such evenings were made for friends and acquaintances.
I do not appreciate such advances. I am a married woman.
No offense, dear lady. I am but a lonely traveler of the night. And you are such exquisite. You are so... Oh, forgive me for my brashness. I am at your feet.
This is where I came in, you snake in the grass, you toad in the hole.
What are you doing there?
Getting an earful, my darling, but don't worry, I'll save you from this masher.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
You crossed me for the last time, Mr. Woodknocker. I shall destroy you now.
You'll have to catch me first. Come on, boy. Come on, get up and fight. What are you, a man or a mouse? I know what I'll do. I'll throw some cheese on the floor, then we'll find out.
Oh, how could you do that to this poor man?
Every man must defend his home, his country, America, mom, and apple pie, but not necessarily in that order.
What's going on down here? Oh, Count, what happened?
That monster attacked me.
Oh, you horrible man!
What's going on down here?
What's going on down here? Why, we're having a party. Do you know how to rumba?
Oh, yes?
Well, take a number.
Oh, get away from me!
Julius, darling, I've been waiting for you.
What does she mean, Julius, darling?
I told ya! There's something hanky-panky going on.
She doesn't mean anything. She's just overwhelmed by my charm.
Does he have the crystal?
You mean this?
How did you get it?
Now I got it.
Stop him! It's dirty time! Get that crystal!
Julius, get that back to them!
Over the river and through the woods.
Time is running out! Stop it! Hey! Hey! What are we doing? We want him to have the crystal.
You're gonna steal my brain, huh, Frankenstein? Well, the jig's up.
Steal your brain?
Yeah, who's ever in possession of this crystal at 11 o'clock when his machine goes off has their brain transferred to his monster?
It was only a joke, darling.
Don't feel bad, Count. Here, you can have it back. I don't want it. Here, Frank.
Master! Master! The machinery is overheating! The little boys down there is going to explode!
Pop, I did it. I pulled the levers and twisted it out and I blew up the machine. He tried to stop me, but I was too fast for him.
Pop,
Were you all right?
I married your mother because I wanted children. Imagine my disappointment when you arrived. Help your sister. Ruth, are you all right?
Natasha, darling, I've had enough vacation in this quiet rustling retreat. Come, let us meet these crazy people and return to the simple life of Pennsylvania.
Yes, my sweet. You must forgive me for my foolish thoughts. I belong only to you.
I forgive you, Natasha, and I promise to never look at another woman again.
Oh. Well, goodbye, Henry. But where is Henry?
He is probably out fiddling with his monster. He will never give up.
Well, goodbye, Julius Seafood, our grand family.
Marion!
Look, Talbot is no longer the boatman, and the moon is still in the sky.
All right.
I know. I'm a normal human being again. I don't know what happened. I suppose something in the machine changed me. I'm cured. Marion, will you marry me?
Oh, yes! Oh, that is, it's all right with my parents.
It's okay with me as long as he wears a flea collar.
Look out for the tree on the left!
And after all the things he said to me,
Mrs. McGonagall, you're a woman who's been getting nothing but dirty brakes. So we're going to clean and adjust your brakes, but you'll have to stay in the garage over
Dear, she has suffered enough.
Be nice to Mrs. McGonagall.
Yes, please.
You're serious.
I am.
Very well. Mrs. McGonagall, I'm going to be nice to you. I haven't a clue in the world how, but I'm going to be nice to you. Well, Ruth, was this vacation exciting enough for you?
We came on this vacation to get away from excitement.
This is true.
Julius, I shall never understand you, but I'm going to try to stop changing you. Let that be a lesson to you, Miriam. If you can't change them before you get married, you certainly can't afterward.
Luckily, Talbot's already changed.
Very true, my dear. Now let's lodge with my fleas in the hills. Flee to my lodge in the hills. Come on, Junior. Miss McGonagall, we got packing to do.
Marion, you don't know what it's like being me again. Simple and uncomplicated. I suppose Dr. Frankenstein was a success even if his brain transfer was a failure. By the way, Igor, where is Dr. Frankenstein?
The last time I saw him, he was by the coffin, yelling something about his machine.
Oh, I hope he's given up those wild dreams. Marion, let's take that walk in the moonlight after all.
Nobody asked me to walk in the moonlight.
Igor, come down here and get me out of these chains. What do you mean, chaining me up in the dungeon?
Thank you.